Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to not Michael and Benjamin's podcast. We're doing a new thing today. We're calling it the Friendship Test. We're going to be playing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin from 1991. Say hello, Ben.
Hello.
Ben, you have said previously that you're not very good at video games.
I'm downright dreadful.
So, in a kind of pit of peak, we've decided to make you play video games.
Okay.
So this should be good. This game is from 1991.
That's as old as me.
How old were you in 1991?
I was 0.
0 years old. Very good.
0 years old.
Ben, now do you want to tell us why you think you're going to be terrible at this game?
Generally speaking, Michael, we're just going to call it out live on air. I suffer from a condition known as dyspraxia. Two-thumbedness is one way of describing it. It is literally crossed wires in the brain. I receive signals and don't interpret them quickly enough.
So this will be fun.
So hand-eye coordination, as a general rule, Michael. Sports.
No, let's keep it upbeat. We're keeping it upbeat for the start. So press start, Ben.
Good evening, New York. My name is of no importance. I am merely a concerned citizen. A citizen who has learned of something monstrous. The renegade known as Spider-Man is seeking revenge upon you. He has hidden a bomb which will explode in exactly 24 hours, leveling this city, unless we force him to confess its location. I offer a $10,000 reward for his apprehension. We must protect ourselves. That was the Kingpin in my attempt at a voice for the Kingpin.
$10,000 is a lot, Ben.
Oh.
Well, that's it, Ben. Very good. The first thing you do in your video game career is punch a cop.
Was I not supposed to punch a cop?
Oh, well, look, he's out.
Everyone's trying to get me. Oh, wait, there's an old woman here having a difficult time. Get off her.
Ben, is that Aunt May?
It should be.
Doesn't look a lot similar. Does that, Ben, you are really a Spider-Man expert here. Does that guy you've just knocked out there, does he look like the crook who killed Uncle Ben?
Hang on, let me crouch down for a closer look.
Yeah, just teabag him a bit there as the young people. Oh, there we go. Very
there we
good.
Go. Classic.
That's for the youth.
Retro teabagging.
You'll want to be. I know this game pretty well.
Yes.
So you'll want to be heading up the building by jumping.
Which of the buttons, Michael?
The C button there.
The C button.
Yeah, look, that's C written on it.
There it is.
And then press it again to stick to the wall.
Ah.
And then you can maneuver around, or you can just keep doing that faster. There you go. Look at you. Up you go. Watch out for the men, Ben.
Oh, the men are bad news. I just got hit by 3 in a row.
Yeah, don't hit them. They're just citizens. Remember, they think you're a terrorist.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You're going in that window there. Look.
Oh, hang on.
You're on the Daily Bugle. Now, I'd like to point out that pronouncing things incorrectly is one of the things we do. Do a Spider-Man voice.
Wonderful. The Kingpin's the biggest crook this city's ever seen, and he's convinced everybody I'm the bad guy. Fortunately, in patrolling the city, I've heard that Doc Ock's hiding out in a waterfront warehouse. If I'm going to find the Kingpin and clear my name, not to mention disarm the bomb, he must have planned... Oh, no. I better... One of Ben's classic things. Ben can't read from a teleprompter. We've tried.
Apparently. Ben, right, so you're going to... Look, Spider-Man is not impressed by your game playing skills.
He's never... Oh, we're sticking to a lot of stuff now, Michael.
No. That is one of the Spider-Man things. Now, Ben, there's a doggo here. And as you know, the internet loves doggos.
Yes.
So you're going to want to leap over him.
Because we don't want to hit dogs, because it'll affect...
Oh, it's not. It's a crook.
You sneaky...
Punch the shit out of
you sneaky...
Keep going, Ben. Just jump over that
box.
There you go. The doggo's down here. Get ready to jump over him. Oh, what grace and agility. And then jump again. And then stick again. There you go. Good man. Jump over the rat.
I find it quite disturbing that Spider-Man can be defeated by a rat.
Well, Ben, those rats don't do a lot of damage to your health, actually. Ben, you might not know this about this game. This game came out in 1991 and was pretty much the first good superhero game.
Really?
You got shot by a crook.
I wasn't ready for him.
You can shoot him with your web shooters as well.
Which
That's A. But you'll notice down the bottom there, you don't have infinite web, because this is pre-organic webbing Spider-Man.
Organic webbing Spider-Man is a thing of the past again.
Yeah.
That was purely for Sony's strange experiment into body horror.
Now, another thing you can do, Ben.
Yes.
Which you might be interested in, is to kick that man in the face.
Oh, no. This is terrible. Nope.
No, this is not frustrating at all.
I did warn you.
He's got a knife, Ben.
What is going on? How am I supposed to get him?
Just jump up and give him a kick. Give him a kick. Kick him. Kick him. There you go, good man.
That was my Auntie Maureen from the depths of Kerry helping me play.
Just kick him, man! Just kick him!
Would you get him? He's awful.
No,
He's awful.
That's the classic Spider-Man walk there. You have to stick to the roof.
It's a bit of a strut, isn't it?
If you hold it up, you can stick to the roof as well.
No, I can't.
You can. Hold up and C. Press C faster. You're pressing it too slow. There you go. Good man.
Okay.
Don't forget to hold
This
it.
is very confusing.
There you go. Now you can jump up and shoot your web shooters at these guys. Press C
I see.
and then
Oop. Or I could just get hit twice.
yeah.
That was my plan all along, you see. Ooh. I'm just gonna keep doing this now, Michael. This is such entertaining content.
This is classic.
I get very agitated, as you can see, Michael.
I can't believe Spider-Man's gonna die. Oh, he died.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the end of me. We'll let Michael have a go now, who's almost definitely 10 times better.
One of the good things about this game, Ben, is you're always punching policemen in the head.
What's that about?
Maybe Spider-Man is a menace.
Much skill. How did you shoot a web there, Michael? How did
Pressing A, remember I told you to press A to shoot a web?
to swing.
Maybe
I
if you
thought
shoot-
you meant to shoot a web
You
as
shoot a
in...
web or swing.
But you see, that would be the thing that cost me quite a bit.
So if you just press A, you shoot a bit of hand jizz. But if you hold A, you do a swing.
I don't actually have to press A to shoot hanges.
Oh, jeez. Jeez.
Oh, delighted. We're certainly where I'm going. We're playing a game where a grown man spews white fluid.
Ben, I think all of these villains are racial stereotypes of an Irishman.
The green trousers would...
They're wearing green trousers and what we call a Patrick. Oh shit! If I die in the same space, I'll be so embarrassed.
Yeah, Mick's gonna die at the same time.
I am gonna die at the same time.
Such skill, Michael. Oh wow.
I'm gonna die in the same spot as Ben. Oh, all right, look, I'll just crawl forward ever so gradually.
Classic.
Yes, they're wearing. Oh, bloody hell!
I admire their patriotism, though.
I hope there's not another one because if I get one more bullet.
Classic button mashing there from Michael. What are the healths here, Michael? How does that work?
See the life bar down the
No, I understand that, but how do we get more, Michael?
Oh, bloody hell, I died. Here we go. So, yeah, like I was saying, you can pick them up, the little Spider-Man faces. Punch that cop, Ben.
I can't even remember which button.
Start.
Oh, it's... okay. That's much easier.
You have essentially infinite lives, because every time you die, it takes more time off. So we've only got 19 hours now to save the world. So then, one of Spider-Man's most famous locales is, of course, a warehouse.
Yes, I mean, traditionally, Spider-Man always fights in a warehouse.
How many abandoned warehouses are there in New York, then? Per square...
Believe it or not, Michael, there are more abandoned warehouses than people in New York. Hence the reason they're so popular with criminals and ne'er-do-wells. Ne'er-do-wells being a classic Victorian phrase for someone who's just not a good egg.
Like this guy here.
Yeah, bloody... That's actually Eddie Ne'er-do-well Jones. A notorious ne'er-do-well around New York.
Ben, his gun has a lot of bullets.
It does. He just keeps going. Ammunition wasn't cheap in the 90s, I think. We're going to have to check that
A
out.
little dance there.
Ugh. I think I'm actually going to die here this time.
We suck at this game.
Well, I have an excuse. I've never played it before, and I just don't really get the dynamics.
I'm quite good at it when I'm not under the pressure of being recorded.
Don't you lie to me. Oh, okay, I'm just going to die here now.
Just jump. Yes, lep
Okay,
over him, Ben.
finally-
Lep over
finally.
him, Ben. Auntie Maureen wants you to lep over him. That's a real
Ben,
determined walk, isn't it?
It's a stride. It is categorically a stride. Now I have to figure out how to get this guy again because it didn't go so well for me last time.
Lep up and kick him in the head.
No, you see, he just stabbed me straight in the head. Oh, this is ridiculous, Michael. If I die in the same place again, no, that's just embarrassing. Just embarrassing.
Ben, look, here's what we've been forgetting.
What?
You can actually go here and do a web shield,
What didn't you tell me? Oh,
and that lets us take damage.
that was foolish. Of both of us.
Let them over these fellas.
You're awfully good at this, Michael, all of a sudden. You've just hit your stride here.
Look, Ben, I forgot how to play it, let's be honest.
Well, I mean, that's fair, though. It's been a
Yeah,
while. It's been a while since
over here.
1991. 27 years, to be precise.
Ben, I don't need to be reminded of things like that.
The shield, Michael, the shield!
I'll use the shield, the web
The
shield.
shield, Michael. The Captain America game hadn't come out yet, so it was completely fine for Spider-Man to just wander around with a shield.
I think that gives us a lot of stuff.
Is this one? This is the wonderful game where henchmen have a very limited range of movement. They can't shoot up or down, is it?
They can pretty much do a little dance with a knife.
It was a nice dance, though. Is it the traditional Irish knife dance, or is it something
Well,
else.
they do have that paddy look about them.
They do. They look like a pack of paddies. Come here to me now, doing Olafar, huh?
Is that what he's called?
You shouldn't be in here. I'm assuming so. Far doing Ola.
Now, Ben, what do you know about hitboxes?
You have to hit them to get stuff out of them?
No, hitboxes is a term in computer games. See when Spider-Man sticks his leg out there?
Yes.
That's not a physical object, that's just a sprite that's been drawn on screen.
Yes.
And the computer doesn't know when to count that as a leg. So when you press that B button and his leg sticks out,
Yes.
there's a hitbox that's drawn around that, because it can't match every pixel. There's a hitbox that's drawn around that says where you're going to hit. And for some reason, the hitbox on the low sweep kick thing here always misses the rats.
Bizarre.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. Oh, spider sense.
Spider sense.
So here's another thing we can do, Ben. We can take pictures of villains
Oh, excellent.
to top up our money to get web fluid. Here's our Spider-Man's famous arch enemy, Safari Man driving a forklift.
Safari Forks.
Safari. Ben, let me tell you a little thing. I used to work in a warehouse,
Did you?
and the people who drove the forklifts and the people who didn't drive the forklifts
Were villains.
were two whole different classes of people. There was a very elitist system going on between the forklift drivers and the non-forklift drivers. And I wasn't allowed to drive a forklift. I didn't have a forklift license.
I'm sorry to hear that, Michael.
But this is incredibly cathartic to me. To be
This is what got you through it.
to be sneaking behind a man on a forklift and just.
Now, did you work in a factory in 1991,
No.
or
man,
was
I'm
it
not
too
that
late
old.
for it? Okay,
Look, I've defeated him with jizz.
you got him.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at the. I think this is the boss of the first level.
My goodness, Michael, such brevity.
Games back then were hard but short. Let's do a web shield again.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. In case those steel
Where'd it go?
girders don't do the job.
Where'd the web shield go?
Just disappeared. Oof.
It did just disappear.
It's not your fault, Michael.
Oh no, we've got very little life
Look,
left.
it happens to all men, including Spider-Man. Sometimes you
Ben,
just
get
can't.
ready to tell us some facts here.
Ooh, factoids. Ooh, it's Otto Octavius, Dr. Octopus. Yeah, he's a bloody scientist. All Spider-Man villains, as you know, Michael, are based in science. Science gone awry. Wry science. That's the whole thing. And this guy's no different. He used these to help him in his laboratory. His octopi arms would help him in his laboratory. And one day he had an owl accident, and they
Go on.
fused to him. And now he's got bloody telekinetic connection to his arms. And the best thing about Otto Octavius is he's completely insufferable when he opens his mouth. He says things like, "That wretched Spider-Man!"
Just so you know, after I defeat him here, we're going to have to do another voiceover section.
Oh, excellent. Okay, what
There you go,
am I
he's
going?
down, he's down.
Okay, is it Otto Octavius or is it
You're doing
Spider-Man?
probably both.
All right, Doc, cough up. The details of Kingpin's plot. Dream on, insect. He keeps us in the dark. All I know is that he's hired plenty of our old enemies. The Lizard, the Sandman, the others, and he's split up the other keys to disarm the bong among all of them. Keys to disarm the bomb. Doc, I can kiss you. Oh, man. Okay, that took a turn. Because I know where the... he knows where the lizard is.
Yeah.
That turned to shifting very quickly. Between jizzing and shifting, this is a dirty game.
So look, we took a picture of a man in a forklift that's worth $50.
Is that
Believe it or
true?
not.
Does that work in Dublin?
Yes.
Can I just go around the docklands and
No.
take pictures of lads and forklifts?
I think you do. I've seen your Instagram feed. Dr. Octopus. Look, so we've refilled our jizz.
Oh,
So there's
yeah.
another little feature, Ben, of this game that we haven't covered yet.
Go on.
And I'll show you now because we've got low light. Oh, that's the first time I've ever successfully kicked a rat.
Congrats.
We
Hitbox
can-
is on point.
We can select Peter Parker here.
Oh.
And when we select Peter Parker, we go back to Peter Parker's apartment.
Oh.
And you'll notice that the time is going by much faster now. But
Because
our life is also building up.
Because you're not supposed to waste your time.
Exactly. But that's how we can build up our life if we
see.
need to build up our life. The rat's back! Now, Ben, this section of this game has what in the gaming world is known as a difficulty spike.
So it's a bit tougher.
It's suddenly and unexpectedly much tougher.
Oh. And is the difficulty spike consistent in that you constantly face them, or
No,
is
that's
it
why
for
it's-
this set
that's
level?
why it's a spike, you see.
Okay.
It's a very almost unpleasant
I forgot science.
surprise. See, there's rats there, but I can't see them because of the... Oh, I jumped over that guy.
You did very well.
Now, as far as I remember, Ben, there's another thing we have to hit with our camera here. See that? Why did I not land on that platform?
There's no really good reason there, is there? Oh, it's a frogman. Is
The
it?
Spider-Man enemies, the generic frogmen.
Yeah, the classic kind of... First introduced in 1964 when Stan Lee had a hangover. No, but honestly, I've never seen that.
Well, at least you have full health now.
Oh, almost.
Watch
What
out for
the hell is that?
Sewer gas.
Oh, for flip's sake.
Lep over it.
I forgot how dangerous... Okay, this is just going wonderfully so far. Are we going down? Oh, we're going down this time.
Going down this time.
New York's famous dangerous sewer gas
Yeah.
and giant
Man,
rats.
that was just a big circle.
It's fine. We're just going to go up the wall now.
Go up the
'cause it
wall,
just
do it
makes a
back
lot
in
more
there.
sense.
Watch out for those sewer boggly men. Ben, are those sewer boggly men from a specific...
I don't think so. There is a Spider-Man villain called Frogman, and he's kind of a joke. He's a running joke. He's a mercenary.
like you playing this game.
Yeah, not just similar. Is that the second or third time we've had that comment? I just had severe deja vu. I feel like we've done this before. We've been set up to fail from start to finish.
Just be careful here, because it seems pretty random as to what you can jump on and what you can't.
Can I? Oh,
It looks like you're just going to run straight through this.
this is how I often played video
Ben
games as a
approach to
child. It works. I even have a girlfriend.
Congratulations.
I don't know how this works.
There's frogmen everywhere.
There's frogmen everywhere. The
Jump,
difficulty
man,
spike is real. I don't know where to go now.
In the pipe.
Oh, that's a lot of frogmen.
That's incredible.
Where am I going?
I don't know. I think he's... That was a very laissez-faire.
That was... I did not understand anything that was happening there.
level.
Turns out the frogmen follow at some point,
Yeah,
though,
it
if you don't
looks
take care of them.
Yeah.
That was the thing I always found extra frustrating about these old games, is
Go
that
on.
you reset the level completely.
Well, this game has pretty short levels.
I know, but it's just... I found it frustrating. As a man who likes a bit of constant change, Michael,
Oh.
that doesn't bode well.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Oh,
If my good lady friend is
girlfriend
listening, kidding.
Yeah. Just ignore that.
Them was just jokes. This is much smarter. Oh, this is now this, Michael, is some.
I got bitten by an alligator, Ben.
Name? They're not good people. These
Just
frogmen.
punch them now. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Watch them come up and then don't
Oh,
waste
yeah,
jizz. Don't
probably.
waste jizz. No.
I can't
Hit
remember
him
how
with
to
the
punch.
jizz. Oh,
I
Ben.
can't remember how to punch.
He can't remember how to punch. Oh, just hang around there for a while. 10
Yeah.
hours. Let the nuclear bomb go off.
I can't see how they. It doesn't seem to be ending.
Keep going. Oh, there we go. You've done it, Ben.
Egads! Oh, there's the lizard and Venom. Venom we've had on the podcast a couple of 100 times. Michael, we're big fans of Venom here. Almost as big a fan of Venom as Sony and the Chinese cinema-going public is.
Yeah, very strange, right?
Yeah, that made way too much money.
$800 million? Son of a bitch.
You were just like, no.
Oh, I hate this game.
Oh, look at you getting those frogmen.
Look, punch them. Get out of my pipe, you sons of bitches. My
You touch my pipe. They're not going down, Michael.
They are. There's one.
They take a lot of weapons. It's
There we
quite a spike in difficulty.
Oh, look at you.
Yes, almost as if that was planned in the game. Oh, look at you go. Magnificent. So graceful.
Like one of the aerialists of the Cirque du Soleil. That was that. Ah!
He came out of nowhere. Where did Venom just die? Kurt Connors is the lizard,
Oh,
a
yeah.
doctor. Again, science gone awry. Michael, science gone
Never
awry.
trust science, Ben.
Kurt Connors was a doctor who lost a leg. I think initially when he was introduced, he lost it in Vietnam. I'm not sure.
Well, he just lost another one.
That makes 2 keys. How many are there altogether, Tall, Green, and Gruesome?
I have no idea. The Kingpin promised me your destruction. I have no interest in his larger schemes. And you know you've bested me. The others disassemble will conduct you to your doom.
I guess we'll soon find out if you're right, because Doc Ock told me Sandman's involved in this, and I have a good idea where to find him.
Yeah, me too. Let's go get him.
Let's go get him.
Let's go get Sandman.
Man, we're a couple of dorks. We truly are. Good evening once again, New York. I regret to inform you that Spider-Man has apparently gone mad, destroying an abandoned warehouse.
Don't worry, there's loads.
And lurching through the sewers in an uncontrolled fashion. Madness. Our police, of course, are doing a heroic job, but I am now prepared to increase my offer to $50,000. Increase your vigilance, now more than ever. We must protect ourselves.
If there's a nuclear bomb, $50,000, not a lot of money.
Not a lot of money at all. Boy, I hope I never get on that tub of Lord's bad side. How does he keep making those transmissions? He must have a power source somewhere. Wait a minute. Kingy never buys what he can steal, so he's probably using city power from the main power station. And Ox said he'd hired my old enemies, which would certainly include Electro, who just loves that station. It all adds up. At least, it's the best idea I can think of.
Yeah, now we're going to get killed by Electro.
Max Dillon, for those
go on.
still interested in the background.
Yeah,
so Electro, well, it depends on which...
Son of a bitch.
What is the electric thing flapping around?
Let's punch this cop again. This guy is going to have
poor guy.
severe repetitive concussion.
Some headache. It is nice of the villains to constantly return Spider-Man to the authorities.
Yes.
I expected much worse when we passed out.
So Ben, apparently there's a oh, there we go. Apparently there's a Sega. Jesus. How do I get past this?
Swing. I think swing is the... Oh, it's quite rough.
Oh, that was a web. I didn't need a web. Bloody heck.
Bad shout, lads. Is this another difficulty spike, Michael?
No, these... son of a bitch.
These are electrical cherubs. I'm not sure if electrical cherubs... I don't think they come from a comic. I think this may have been specifically created for the purpose of... You know America's going to get nuked, by the way. Like, we're not going to win. I think we've run out of time.
3 hours
We've 3 hours left. We started this so confidently as well.
We've only defeated 2 villains. That's true.
I'm just trying to get through all these bad eggs. It's a stack of bad eggs. A whole carton of bad eggs.
Oh, nice. You've got life. It's Electro. Lep over him, Ben.
Is it not traditional to use webbing? By the way...
Get that thing, Ben. That's it. I'm so excited.
For those that don't know,
get
Michael,
the thing, Ben.
Would you stop with that? How do I get it?
Just walk on it.
I've tried that a couple of times.
You haven't. You've missed every time. There you go.
There we go.
Shoot Electro. Get off the thing, Ben.
Girders are...
Son of a bitch. I think you were going to beat him until I interfered.
Stop interfering. For those that don't know, by the way, Spider-Man's web fluid is insulated. So generally, when he has to take on Electro, he covers him in web fluid because then his electrical powers don't fry him. Electro was Max Dillon, a former electrician who worked on power lines, hated his job, had a real bad egg of a boss, and one day was in an accident, and he became transformed into the supervillain known as Electro. Electro has a bunch of different powers. He is quite a heavy hitter in the Marvel Universe. He can fry things to absolute... That was very quick, Michael. That was very quick. Which one of us owned this game as a child?
Very, very worrying that the person who has no control over their hands is doing better than me.
Yeah, Electro is one of the interesting ones portrayed on screen by Mr. Jamie Foxx to a lot of hatred. People did not like him as Electro at all. He was really irritating and annoying and nerdy and stalkery.
Oh,
and
God damn it.
Not pleasant.
Like this game.
Just not pleasant. It's hard to figure out. Sometimes I do well, and sometimes I do terribly. I think you're definitely supposed to just swing for as long as you can.
I think you are. There's a reason that there are web power-ups. Give me the thing.
This is tough.
There's a reason that there are web power-ups dotted throughout this level. Look, New York. Overrated.
I don't think we can say that without being put on a watch list. I admit, occasionally overrated, but I don't think that's any good reason to. I don't think that's any good reason to let it be nuked. I like the focus and how the chatter is just stopped from Michael's end, so I can pretty much say what I want here. The focus. You should see Michael's face here.
Fucking I hate this game.
Oh, this is amazing.
Punch the cup.
Oh, I'm enjoying this immensely.
Oh, exactly
like
where
this.
you are. You're gonna get killed by Electro.
Oh, he's kind of relentless in how he goes about this. I don't like it. Oh, this is just impossible. This is just impossible, Michael.
Add to this poor cop's brain damage.
Officer O'Malley was a good cop who Got brain damage in the line of duty. I would have said Roman, but, you know, whatever.
Oh no, the bomb! Oh, we died. Oh, that's it. It just game over. That's it.
That's it.
Oh well.
Shocking.
Thanks everyone for watching.
I guess that's it
Mick
from
and Ben spectacularly failed to complete Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
versus the Kingpin. Ben, I know nothing about that.
Annie Leibovitz, Susan Sontag, Robert Frank,
I beat Electro, you son of a bitch!
Joel Meyerowitz. Yeah, okay, here we go.
Boys.
3 keys. Boy, if I keep this up, I'll be able to make my own Florida. Spare me your sickening jokes, webhead. Okay, but only because I'm a nice guy. I'm feeling pretty frisky right this minute. Jesus, Spider-Man's randy.
He is.
Now, why don't you tell me who else the fat man's hired? Even if I could, I wouldn't. Then I'll tell you one of them, the Sandman, and he likes to hang out with the other thugs in Central Park. So now that the Kingpin's transmissions are cut off, I think I'll take my life.
Something over there.
That's not very convenient.
Well
done, Michael.
Look, I didn't
Round
take
of
any
applause.
pictures. I got too excited. Fucking son of a bitch.
How did you beat the gorilla?
I think we were doing the right thing.
Yeah, but you ran out of fluid. Not to say that's your fault, by the way. He just kept taking it.
Look, Ben, I'm 36. I don't just have infinite fluid.
Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see us play any other games miserably, if you want to see us fail horribly at any other kind of games on an emulator or, sorry, on a real life Sega Megadrive, just let us know down below in the comments. Did you enjoy this type of content from Michael and Benjamin's podcast?
I didn't, if that means anything.
Yeah, both of us have really had a horrible time. Let us know what you think. I'm just going to watch Michael get beaten up by a gorilla again. So I'm looking forward to that. But let us know down below what you enjoyed about this. What games do you remember from your childhood? What do you think the best early superhero game was? Was it this one? And let us know about your hatred for various types of gorilla, ape, simian, etc. Yeah, let us know what you want us to play down below. Let's watch Michael wrap it up.
Ah! Bye!
There we go. That's it from us, ladies and gentlemen. Bye!